Hello friends, today's practical is based on a presentation of the companies which are completely debt free. Yes friends, they have not taken a single rupee loan in their entire journey till now. These companies have not borrowed a single money, not issued any bond, not issued any debenture, not taken any loan. So definitely you must be excited to know about this company. Let's see some of the India's best company who are managing without taking any loan. So what are the advantages of a debt-free company? Debt-free businesses are unaffected by a slowing economy or an increase in interest rate. Whenever there is an increase in interest rate, they are unaffected because they have never taken any loan. And when the economy is slow, they are unaffected because they need not pay any interest to anyone. They can run their business even if the economy is slowing down. Debt-free firms are low-risk investments. Disadvantage of debt-free company? Definitely one of the biggest disadvantages is that the interest which is paid by the company is tax deductible. It means we can claim expense of interest, and in that manner company pays less tax. And if we pay dividend, then it is paid after paying tax. So you can say that company which is debt free company is losing some taxation benefit which a debt company is having. Also, disadvantage is that they do not have an advantage of trading on equity. They can take loan money and they can use that loan money to invest in some other place, and they can earn a greater return than the interest payment. So there are some disadvantages and advantages. Depends upon your company, what your company is actually facing and what is the situation of your company, you can decide on your own. SBI Life Insurance Company is completely debt-free company. HDFC AMC Limited, debt-free company. Max Financial, debt-free company. HUL, debt-free company. ICICI Prudential Life Insurance, debt-free company. The figure which is given is the value of market, total market value of this company. ITC is completely debt free. 2.56 lakh crore is the total market value of ITC. Market value we have calculated in our class MPS into number of equity share. MPS, market price per share, into number of equity share will give us total market value. Ambuja Cement, completely debt free. CDSL, PNG Hygiene and Healthcare Limited, Gillette India Limited. Debt-free companies are less likely to go bankrupt. Why investors should consider debt-free companies like Infosys? Yes friend, Infosys, India's #1 company in IT sector, is also completely debt-free company. Mahindra and Mahindra is a zero debt company with more cash, says CFO VS Parth Sarathi. So when we look into the qualification of Mr. Parth Sarathi, then we find that he is a qualified chartered accountant. Yes, friend. That's why I used to say in my class that you can target CFO position for your career. You can choose finance as your career. CA is not all about auditing, taxation, and accounts. They are now into more dynamic field which we used to teach in our class. You can definitely target CFO position in your career, in your life, whenever you are heading towards professional life. So you can see he is a member of Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. Let's see one of his interview so that we can know how diversified is this CFO role is, and definitely all these things are covered in our class, and definitely we will learn all these things practically. Let's play an interview video of CFO of Mahindra and Mahindra. Fine, sir.
Welcome to the Mahindra and Mahindra annual review of FY18, which is a year of all-round performance firing on all cylinders. M&M and large group companies have started delivering superior performance. Let me summarize the factors leading to excellent FY18 performance. A revival of the rural growth in discretionary product, a strong pickup in the commercial vehicle segment, deft handling of the BS4 transition, smooth implementation of GST, and waning away of the impacts of demonetization. This provided us a platform for a robust improvement in our performance. Before diving into financials, let me summarize some highlights of our performance. Highest ever domestic tractor volumes. Continued dominance in tractor industry with 43% market share. Increased global reach with acquisition of Erkunt tractors in Turkey. In the automotive segment, robust performance of our power brands, EBITDA break-even of our truck business in Q4, containing losses in two-wheeler business, an IPO in Mahindra Logistics in the group after a gap of 10 years. You can see the impact of this performance in our financials. At M&M plus MVML level, we had seen a growth of 15% at the top line, aided by a 10.8% growth at auto segment volumes and 21.5% growth in tractor volumes. Our EBITDA margins grew by 170 basis points from 13.1 to 14.8%. Good product mix and robust cost management were the key drivers. This is the highest EBITDA margins that we have achieved in the last 7 years. As a result, at an EBIT level also, we saw good growth. While our EBIT went up by 29% from 4936 crores to 6370 crores, our EBIT margins grew from 11.9% to 13.4%. Our auto sector EBIT grew 33% from 2162 crores to 2872 crores, while our farm equipment sector EBIT grew 23% from 2562 crores to 3145 crores. Our PAT before exceptional item grew from 3394 crores to 4190 crores, a growth of 23.4%. We achieved the stellar FY18 performance while maintaining a robust financial risk profile, as our net debt to equity ratio improved from minus 0.05 to minus 0.11. We often compare the Mahindra Group to a banyan tree, in which the main tree gives rise to many aerial roots which become trunks by themselves. Over a period of time, it may not be easy to decipher which trunk is the original, as there are several larger trunks that the original tree has sprouted. The process is visible as evident from our consolidated results. At a consolidated result, our revenue grew by 4.7% and our PAT after NCI doubled. We got an investment harvesting income of 2,628 crores at the operating level. Some of the factors which resulted in the growth in profitability at consolidated level are increased profitability at Mahindra Finance, a great year for them, as the extra provision that had to be made against regulatory requirement is now behind us. Improved performance of Tech Mahindra and Mahindra Holidays and Lifespaces also have shown better performance this year. The effect is, not only has the main trunk of the banyan tree crossed 1 trillion rupees market cap this year, the summation of the valuation of all the listed group companies has crossed rupees 2 trillion during the year, which is a new milestone. While we continue to outperform Sensex and gold prices over long and medium term, you can see that our performance has also got reflected in our stock valuation in the short time too. We have several potential billion-dollar businesses which will become independent trunks as they grow and become ready for listing. We are entering the new year with a lot of tailwinds. The prediction of a good monsoon and growing rural demand bolsters our confidence. This is supported by the launch of new products and technology initiatives at Mahindra Electric, and our strategic initiatives such as several new alliances. With all these factors in place, I am confident that we are poised for future rise, where we will soar higher and the roots of our banyan tree will be entrenched deeper and more trunks will emerge.
So I hope you liked the video. So friends, are you excited to be a CFO? Yes friends, make a dream right now to become a CFO, and I will help you to understand all the concepts practically in my class so that you be well prepared for this role. And CA and CMA students are highly demanded by these industries because you have a diversified knowledge of every field. So friends, be positive, and whatever I am teaching you in class, just follow it and definitely you will succeed. Fine, sir.